Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So for today, right, we'll actually be reviewing the newly released Iwobi SBC. So let's take a look at the requirements. You need an 83 rated squad with 1 inform. You need an 86 rated squad with 1 prem player. That comes up to about 140k based on the current market prices right now. So let's take a look at his stats. Right, you can start him as a right mid or a striker. He has 5-star skill moves, which is really handy. 4-star weak foot, 6 foot 1, high and average body type. Right, I don't really like the word rates, right? Medium low. So the traits, he has the outside the foot shot. Now let's take a look at the stats itself. So his pace split is actually very good. 92 acceleration with 86 sprint speed. So attack positioning and shot power is at 89 and 90 respectively, which is fantastic. We probably want to boost up that finishing though, which is actually at 80. We have his vision at 87, short passing at 83, and long passing at 79. Now this tells me that he might not necessarily make a good cam, simply because, right, his long passing is only at 79. And to be honest, right, short passing at 83, right, ain't that great either. Right, agility is 93, balance is at 92, 84 reactions with 90 composure. And his dribbling is 96. Ball control is at 93. He has a 74 stamina, which might be a little bit of an issue. He might not be able to last the whole game, but you know, we shall see. So we have to decide what position does Iwobi play in, right? He definitely cannot play as a central midfielder, especially with the medium low work rates and having such low interceptions and defensive awareness, because that's where he plays in real life, right? Now, can he play as a winger? I think he can. Can he play as a cam? I'm not sure, but we'll try him out there. So, taking that into account, right, I'm actually going to be using the Maestro chemistry style on him to boost up his vision as well as his short passing and long passing, which are actually very vital stats for a cam, right? We don't get the boost to the finishing though, unfortunately, but that's fine. His shot power, right, might be able to compensate for his lower finishing. Right, so we're gonna be trying him out on a Maestro, and when we actually change positions for him, right, I might change the chemistry style for him. So the team that will be rocking him in, right, is actually this team. So we'll try him out in 2 positions, right? I want to try him out as a cam in a 3-5-2. Right, this will be his instructions. Come back on defense only, right? There's nothing else. And then subsequently, right, we'll try him out as a winger, you know, and yeah, let's see how he plays. Hopefully he's good. Maduke, Banford. Have you not done them? Right, Iwobi. Ooh. Right, Iwobi's dribbling doesn't really feel that good. Alright. Good ball. Whew. Iwobi's debut goal, chat. Ability. It must be the body type again. Ah, Iwobi. Did you see that skill move, flatwards? You can try to practice that. It's quite easy to do. On the PS, right, it's just L2. Right, run, Rivaldo. Yep, that's the thing, right? Look at the Iwobi's long passing. Kinda sus. Alright, let's go, Iwobi. Despite that 80 finishing, he scores. Alright, good ball by Iwobi. Messi! Let's go, Messi. Damn! Alright, Iwobi, good run. Lastico. Finish. Let's go, Iwobi. That's why you need the 5-star skill moves. Right?
It certainly was on the second attempt. It was the first save that really stood out. That was a brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
And the pass could do damage. Lionel Messi's got past the defenders.
Right, good goal, Iwobi.
The keeper ready not part of the equation. Zabitzer on to Rivaldo. This could level it.
Woo!
And a short corner, let's see. Messi. Now with Rivaldo.
I.
Locatelli with it. Coleman. On to Rivaldo. Can he
Hey, let's go. We got him.
And he's made it a
Rivaldo to Iwobi.
The defenders just unable to
So we've managed to play 3 games with Iwobi as a cam. He has 6 goals and 1 assist. What I want to do now is we're going to be switching him over. We're going to be playing him in a 4-2-3-1 as a left winger. Right? He will have no instructions, right? Basically everything will be on default for him. And yeah, let's see how he plays as a left winger.
Locatelli with it.
Alright, good run by Iwobi. Finesse shot.
Oh, and challenge to win it back. Rivaldo.
Let's go, Rivaldo.
And a goal!
Right, good ball by Iwobi. So after playing 5 games with Iwobi, right, we have 6 goals and 1 assist for him. So right now I'm gonna do something that's a little bit different. I want to actually try him out as a central midfielder. I know the work rates are not ideal, medium low, right? I always talk about work rates as for central midfielders. But you know, I just have like a sneaky feeling, right, that he might be decent as a central midfielder. I'm gonna be trying him out in a 4-3-2-1 formation. So we're gonna be applying the shadow chemistry style on him to boost up the defensive capabilities, right? So this will be the instructions for him. So he'll be playing in a 4-3-2-1 like I mentioned, right? He's gonna be having everything on default, right? He's gonna be covering the wings. So yeah, I'm just interested to see how he plays as one of 3 central midfielders. I think he might be a shout there. Alright, let's see how he plays.
Locatelli. Iwobi now. Lionel Messi. Chance for Iwobi.
Let's go, Iwobi. Let's go, man. Right, good tackle by Iwobi. I have a feeling, right, guys, central midfielder, right, center mid might be Iwobi's best position, ironically.
Now with Zabitzer. Must take the lead here. Iwobi. Fuller. And return to Iwobi.
Right, good run by Iwobi.
Rafael Varane. Now with Fuller.
Alright, good run by Iwobi. Finish, Iwobi. No.
Hang on. Can he convert?
Let's go.
Theo Hernandez. And
Yeah, Iwobi with a great tackle. I think central midfield, chat. Central midfield is Iwobi's calling.
space on the flank here.
However ridiculous that might seem.
Telly. Patient build-up at the moment. And a very good challenge. Outrageously skillful. Iwobi. And still they wait for the chance. Will it lead to the goal that puts them ahead?
So we actually managed to play 8 games with Iwobi. We actually had 1 disconnect. He has a 7 goal and 1 assist, which basically means he has an attacking return every game. So let's talk about the pros of the card. I think the skill moves is actually very, very useful. That 5-star skill moves, right? I think he's pretty quick as well, pretty pacey. So those are the two things that I like about him. I think his finishing is like decent. Passing is like better than his stats, I would say. So what about the cons of the card? I find that for me the biggest issue I have with the card is the dribbling. It's a bit too stiff even though he has 93 agility and 92 balance. So let's come over here. I want to talk about the best position for Iwobi. You know, right, surprisingly, right, we play him in 3 positions, right, as a cam, on the wing, as a central midfielder, or I believe as one of 3 central midfielders. I have to say, right, I think his best position, right, is actually a central midfielder. I know you guys might say, right, how is that possible? He has medium-low work rates, which I always stress that for midfielders, right, you need to have a high medium or medium high, right? Medium is just not gonna work, right? Even worse so if it's medium low. But I have to say, right, his defensive AI is actually relatively good. I mean, his AI, right, almost plays like how Iwobi plays in real life, where as a central midfielder, right, he goes from box to box, which I think, right, even in this case, right, box to box midfielder is Iwobi's best position. So look past the 47 interceptions, the 34 defensive awareness, the 40 stand tackle, look past the medium low work rates, right? I think you actually have a very good box to box midfielder. I think that is his best position. I would suggest, right, if you play Iwobi as a box to box, right, have a more defensive midfielder beside him. You know, somebody like Locatelli or Sergi Dada, right? Or Carlos Soler. All these are good pairing options with Iwobi. So that's the surprise position for Iwobi for you guys. I think he does a pretty decent job at cam, but because his finishing is a bit low, right, you might find that one thing. And the thing with him, right, is that I think his dribbling is a bit clunky, so it's probably not that suitable to play at the cam position, right? And definitely not as suitable to play on the wings. That's why I suggest that central midfield slot might be the way to go for Iwobi. So if we talk about cam styles, right, we actually tried the Maestro cam style on him when he played the cam and the winger role, right? We actually boost up that passing. For box to box, I think Shadow is essential, right? Even though it's only a little bit of a boost to the interceptions and the defensive awareness. You guys can actually also try the engine cam style to try to boost up that agility and balance. Even though I feel given his body type, right, it would help a bit, but it definitely wouldn't solve the problem of him being stiff for dribbling. So let's actually compare him to some of the other midfielders we have. So I'm gonna mainly be comparing him to 2 positions, right? The cam and the central midfield position. So for the cam position, recently we have the footballers Grealish. Grealish is a 4-star, 3-star, high medium work rate, unique body type. I think Grealish is way better than Iwobi at the cam position. Grealish's AI is way more intelligent. His dribbling is smoother, and I think Grealish's passing is better as well. So Grealish over Iwobi in that cam position for me. We also have Mason Mount's footballers. It is a 4-star, 4-star, high work rate. So for me, right, I think, right, it's a pretty close shout. I think Mason Mount is also more suited as a box-to-box midfielder, despite his low defending stats. I just don't think he's good enough as a cam. So in the cam position, I probably would take Iwobi over Mount because of that 5-star skill moves. And I think Iwobi's attacking AI is more intelligent than Mount's. Alright. So as a central midfielder, box-to-box midfielder, we have Oxlade-Chamberlain. I've actually done a review on Chamberlain. If you guys want to, you guys can check it out. So Chamberlain is a 4-star, high work rate. Right, average body type. So for me, right, I would actually take I actually prefer Iwobi over Chamberlain. I think Chamberlain kind of lacks that defensive presence in the central midfield area, which is vital. Right, so I would take Iwobi. We also have Bruno G. Guimaraes. About the same price as the SBC, 183k. 3-star, high work rates. So who would I take? I probably would take Iwobi as well. Right, I think that Iwobi's AI is way better, right? Especially in the defensive midfield slot. So we also have the recent Pedri, right, SBC. Again, I've done a review on him. You guys can check the review out if you guys want to. Right, so Pedri is a 4-star, 5-star, high work rate as well. Would I take Iwobi or Pedri as a box to box? I would take Iwobi. Right, why? You guys can check the video out on Pedri and you guys would know why. Which tier does Iwobi go into? S, A, B or C? If I were to play him as a central midfielder, I would say he goes into the high B tier for me, right? I think his AI is good, just that he's lacking the necessary stats, but he can do a good job for you at central midfield as a box to box. What about the price of the SBC? Is Iwobi worth it at 140,000 coins? So as a central midfielder, I think Iwobi is a bit overpriced. I think a fairer price would be like maybe about 100k. I think you probably pay extra for the 5-star skill moves. What about as a cam? I think right, as a cam, right, you have better options like Grealish, like I mentioned. And Grealish only costs what, 15k? Right? And you get two versions of Grealish, the 88 and the 90. So I would say as a cam, he's definitely not worth it. Right? If you guys want to get him, play him in that central midfield slot as a box to box, I think that's his best position. The last thing I want to say is when I actually review cards, right, I don't really look at the stats so much. I think work rates matter to an extent, but not 100% as well. I just try to play with the cards, try them out. After I've tried them out and know, right, what kind of attacking and defensive AI that they have, right, it actually makes me, you know, more certain about what kind of different roles that they can play. That's the reason why, right, I actually recommend Iwobi as a box to box, despite his very low defending stats and despite his medium low work rates, right? So like I always say, when you guys watch reviews on my channel, I don't prejudge. I definitely would try the card out and see how the card plays in game, right? There's no prejudgment on my part. Even if I do have prejudgment, I would actually base my analysis, right, on how the card actually plays in game, right, rather than how the card looks from the outside. I've actually come to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more player reviews, you guys want to see more trading videos, right, you guys want to know how to craft SBCs, right, you come to the right place, man. Sub to the channel. Alright, and I'm out. Take care, guys.